the Chargers and the Jaguars, and it's all up next.
This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and this is the scene at sold-out Everbank Stadium in downtown Jacksonville. Coming up, Divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has, and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And what a great game that was to watch last week, because he put on a show in the wild card round with 5. So if you ever want... looks like, watch that tape. Let's see if that same hot quarterback shows up in this one.
Now ETN to start the drive, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, as you can see, they're not operating at full health today, partner. That's been a big story the last couple of weeks. But the bottom line, their record is solid, and you know that this is still a very dangerous team, even with those guys missing.
What they have shown us throughout this season is that this team has stayed focused, and some injuries, they're just not going to derail the momentum they've built up all season long. They continue to go out there and play and give their best performances.
Lawrence. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
This is brought in at the 21. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Chark. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Out of the gun, Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Herbert throwing again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. Now it's Herbert. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm is going forward. Incomplete pass. And now the third down throw, incomplete as well.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On first and 10, it's ETN. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
At the 42-yard line.
Another tote for ETN. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 24-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Touchdown, Jaguars! A 24-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? A little on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
Becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10 as they've got it as we resume action. Herbert on 1st down now. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Trayvon Walker from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
Hey, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw here, Herbert. Got an open man, it's Josh Palmer. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Lawrence now off the bootleg. A bullet throw, but incomplete. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. 51 yards on the punt there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach Can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
At the 26-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Play action. It's Herbert. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lawrence on 3rd down. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. L.A. set to take over again on offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ballgame. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Herbert now. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because when the defense got hit, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice tackle.
3rd touch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. You have to be a little careful. You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
13-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now Lawrence. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, yeah, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round Weekend. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Play action, it's Lawrence. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab. Now Lawrence going to get his guys to go quickly.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. 7 yards there and a 1st down. That's now 4 completions in a row. Good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
So a man shaken up on the play, and this is certainly noteworthy. It's Trevor Lawrence, the quarterback. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
To the air again, Thompson. That is caught. And he will have a 1st down as they're into field goal range now at the 30.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. 1st and 10, here's Thompson. And this is going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Completion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick 6. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
47-yard attempt.
right down the middle, and that will knot us up at 10. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. On first down, it's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The final shot before the break for Herbert. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Herbert. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down at the 25-yard line. So it's on to halftime of this AFC Divisional Round matchup. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other Divisional Round games in the AFC. And it looks like a good one, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders doing battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got 1 half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all to you, let's send him back out to Brandon God.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. That one complete. He finds Sharp. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Herbert with it looking to pass. Had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He finds his man complete. It's Peterson. And he's brought down. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Herbert. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Up the middle with Eckler. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
It's a big place in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Eckler. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Chargers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point attempt to follow here. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Screenplay, here's ETN. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Third and long, Thompson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Dayo Odeyingbo with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man, it's Palmer. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
13 yards. First down, Chargers.
Herbert off of play action. Throw left side complete. That's Johnston. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Eckler now between the tackles. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He finds his man, complete. That's Burgess. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Draw play, it's Eckler. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
At the 6-yard line.
Herbert now. This will be caught at about the 6. Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Jaguars' 4-yard line.
Herbert running left off the option. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
7-yard line.
Remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Here's Herbert. And he's going to be dropped at the 15-yard line. A loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And his kick here is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Thompson's throw here taken in by Ingram. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That's good for a Jaguars.
A shotgun snap and again to ETN. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Thompson to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Peterson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On the give, this is Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle.
He'll be hit and taken down at 21. Sam Hubbard, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Play action. It's Herbert. They'll roll him, and the pressure gets to him again. Sam Hubbard dropping him for the second straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on third down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And he's got this down to the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And the Chargers first down.
Herbert on first down now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
49 yards rushing for him now to this point. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
The Jaguars back with it on offense. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. First down. Here's Thompson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. Third down. Thompson back to the air once more. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43.
An 8-yard gain.
Thompson, desperation time. That is caught. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Now Thompson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Here comes second down.
A loss of 7. Brings up
Here's Thompson.
17 at the Chargers' 45-yard line.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. And he's going to go down again. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Thompson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game. So they file for the exits here in silence. And what a job to come in on the road, divisional round of the playoffs, and you get to end it by going down to a knee.
Now their confidence has to be at an extreme high. That's 2 weeks in a row they've gone on the road and gotten it done. They don't care where they go. From here on out, they think they can beat anyone.
And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs and that girds them for a championship run in the future?
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.